if you come to my father's camp, you would never get turned away, regardless of color, creed, or societal background, because they always accept. For me, I grew up listening more than speaking, because as I said, there's always a level of reasoning, whether it be worldwide or locally. There's always reasoning, and the female must wear something on their head at all times during the reasoning, you know, and participate as well. So it was an all-inclusive. I remember one brethren, he's a famous lawyer, Anthony Gifford, Lord Anthony Gifford. He came to the camp and he said the reason why he loves the camp because they don't accept, they just don't turn him back. They accept him for who he is, and he was a fair-skinned brethren. So he mentioned that to me even recently, that my father accepted him on the camp. So it was an all-inclusive thing that if you come, you would be accepted. You wouldn't be turned back. The vibe was Iron Man. You come, depends on how much brethren would be there. There's, as I said, it can be global. It can be about Rastafari, but there's always a reasoning. Traditionally, one's just gather. It's just a place to be for reasoning, and you're going to hear some good music. And that's what brought most of the musicians there. Because you have Johnny Moore, Phil Moore, Tommy McCook, because the drums with the horns was always what they do. As a little youth, I would have there and I would have observed a brethren come, and every players of instruments shall be there. So the brethren, them would have come in one, and it wasn't a timeline as to Grown Nation. Grown Nation could go on and on and on until whenever. Brethren would come from every angle, man. Martin Planner was a Westman, and he used to come over at times with his brethren. You have some brethren from the East, Bobo, but they used to come as well. Everybody, in different times, different brethren would forward, man. But as I say, it's an acceptance, and every brethren, it is never a divide, but more a mingle. Ones and ones could come and mingle. Some of the sisters in them would have baked, pudding, cake, whatever, and you just come and just full dry and party and just have a good time. So there's never a divide. At one point, we used to have like meetings. Like when one would have set up a repatriation committee, Rasta Silva and couple more brethren, and them would have come to the house and we'll meet and we talk about going forward, and how would I articulate yourself going forward, based on everyone was under the same banner and has the same dreams and aspiration of returning to kit and kin. So on that note, we had no issues in terms of back to Africa. Everyone was aware of the fact that this is the purpose, this is the dream. Africa will want to go and chant down Babylon. So it was always a mingle, no divide, no nothing. I never really hear of any ill speaking of any sort. It's always peace, love, and a divide, and a gathering of minds in terms of how we'll go forward in terms of back to Africa. Never any animosity. All of the brethren them know say one aim, one goal, one destiny. That was one of the motto back in the days for all Rasta. One goal, one aim, one destiny. And all that destiny is back to Africa.